if I can't afford to buy more land, I can improve the land I have. And that is what really sort of started the idea of Conserve the Wild. It, instead of, in the area I am, I wouldn't say, it's not a city. Like I don't live in a city.
Right.
I live in what would be considered like suburbia, which is okay for now. But, I see the sprawl that Americans in the United States are doing. We're just expanding our cities bigger and bigger and our suburban areas bigger and bigger. And it, for the most part, has pretty much no regard for wildlife or for ecology. And that's where Conserve the Wild stemmed from, was just, hey, what if we can do things a little bit smarter and we can try to be a little more sustainable and try to keep some of these areas for wildlife. And so that's, we have two main goals at Conserve the Wild. One of them is to educate the public. I mean, I'm a teacher, so hey, let's educate the public about conservation. And we're in the process of developing some high school and middle school curriculums about conservation that will be donated free at no cost to teachers that are interested in teaching that curriculum. And then really the main big picture idea that we have is trying to raise capital so that when an old farmstead or a wooded area, goes up for sale or might go up for sale, that instead of, some developer buying it, we would buy it. We would manage that property based on the most conservation need, for wildlife there, and allow, people from the public to come and enjoy it, just like I get to enjoy the property that my family purchased.
Yeah. So conservation is obviously, something very important. But I didn't picture you being from Western Pennsylvania. I'm not gonna lie, I pictured you being from the Upper Northwest, someone like an Oregon or Washington State, or even whatever Montana. I think Montana's next to Oregon, right? Like that kind of, because I think of conserving the wild. I think of the heavy forested areas. Like I didn't realize that, is Western Pennsylvania that heavily forested? I mean, there's deer everywhere and elk everywhere. But is Western Pennsylvania, it's like that? Is that really, like, what needs to be conserved in Western Pennsylvania?
Oh man, we have, I think it's over 150 species of concern. There's a couple different types of bats, for example, salamanders. There's all kinds of. It's heavy coal mining country up here. Not as much mining anymore, but there was a lot of strip mining, right?
Yep,
yeah.
City.
So we have a lot of fish species that are either extirpated or still under threat because of runoff from mines and things like that. It's funny. A lot of people, I would say that a lot of people are like you and think, it's mostly people out west that are interested in the outdoors or interested in, conservation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
As I've been jumping in more and more with conservation organizations, I find that there are a lot of people into conservation that are originally from, they might not still be in that area, but are originally from Pennsylvania and Michigan. And both of those areas are hugely wooded areas, especially, the UP of Michigan, nothing but big woods. The vast majority of northern Pennsylvania is still big woods. We have a national forest, actually not far from our family property. The Allegheny National Forest is there. And actually Pennsylvania itself actually translates to Penn's Woods, the original owner of Pennsylvania. It was his woods that he had. So yeah, there's still, the southern portion of the state, especially around Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, it's been transformed greatly over the last 50 years or so. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of outdoor experiences that you can have in Pennsylvania.
Thank everybody for watching this clip of the Ambiguous Podcast Solution. I, of course, you found it, Will Tarashuk, Jason Thomas, ARA-SHUK. Link description down below to support Jason's nonprofit, as well as the link to the full description, ambiguouspodcastsolutions.com, and all the works. You want to be a guest on the podcast? Info, all there in the description down below. Hit the like button. All the plugs I have to do. At least I do it different every single time, all right? It's not the same one over and over again. It's the same one, just said a little differently with a little bit of shenanigans. It's me. It's Will E.T., and I'm a goofball.